The opinions expressed on this program represent the viewpoints of individual authors or contributors and do not necessarily reflect those of Troy University. This is Alabama Politics with Steve Flowers, an in-depth interview with Alabama's top political newsmakers. Now, from the studios of Troy University, here is Steve Flowers.
I'm Steve Flowers, and welcome to Alabama Politics. Folks, we're fortunate not to have as our guest one of my friends, my longtime friends, who is one of the top lobbyists in the state. Usually I have political people on, but Greg is, they're knocking on his door rather than him knocking on our door to be on TV for the special elections coming up. Greg Jones, the top lobbyist in the state, is here with us. He lives here in Montgomery. Greg, good to have you on the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Greg and I have been friends a long time. Did you know me when I was in the legislature?
I didn't.
When did we start? When did we play golf one time together with Mac McArthur? I was out of the legislature by then.
Yeah, I started with MAC, State Employees Association, in 2000, in the year 2000.
So I was out of the legislature. Yeah, I got it in '98. Yeah. Mac was my best friend, you know.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
I was close to the State Employees Association because my county of Pike, Troy and Pike County, we had a large number of state employees based on our percentage of population. If you think about it, the population of the county is not but 30,000 people, but we had a division highway office there, and we were proximity to Montgomery. We had a lot of commuters.
Did.
Plus, every state agency was there.
That's right.
But that was your first lobbying client, wasn't it?
It was.
Was the State Employees Association.
It was.
Did you work exclusive for MAC and the State Employees
I
Association?
did. I started with MAC in the year 2000, and I transitioned out in 2004.
That was 25 years ago.
Yes, it was.
When you first started. But now go back to your childhood. You didn't grow up in Alabama. You grew up in Mississippi, didn't you?
Yes, I grew up, well, my address said Meridian, Mississippi, but it was a community called Why Not.
Why Not?
Yes.
It was spelled W-H-Y, not?
W-H-Y-N-O-T, Mississippi.
Was it all together or two names?
One name.
How did they come up with this, say, why not, that's Mississippi?
Well, the story said it was a group of family moved from South Carolina, I think. Last name was Why Not.
No, that was actually their name.
Yeah, that's what I said. You can Google Why Not, and Why Not Mississippi, it'll pop up.
Is that right?
Yeah, Why Not is known for its dirt racetrack.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It's for a family.
Yes.
So you went all through school there at Why Not?
From kindergarten through high school.
Why did you want to go into college?
Well, I've had a little athletic ability back in the day. I played football and
football
I ran
was your
track.
main sport?
Yes. And because it was such a small area, I didn't have many offers. I had a couple of HBCU offers, and I went the community college route.
What community college did you go to?
I don't know if you remember this show they did about community college football, Last Chance U. I played at East Mississippi Community College, Scuba Tech, no cost, no red lights.
Is that where the big receiver went to school?
Which one?
West Virginia. That's not where
I don't
the
think
great receiver that played
Yeah.
pro football.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. But what position you play?
I played free safety in junior college.
Would you have any 4-year school offers at the young?
Yeah, I had about 15 to 20 offers to schools after that, and I ended up playing the rest of my college career at Arkansas State.
Is that right? Did you start at Arkansas State?
I did.
Would you play Troy State then, Arkansas State?
No, we didn't.
Troy
Troy
was
was
bigger.
scared to play us then.
Arkansas is bigger.
Yeah.
Arkansas State's bigger than Troy State.
Back then, they were probably about the same size.
Didn't Toville coach at Arkansas State?
He passed through there. Yeah, sure did.
Well, he wasn't there at the same time, was he?
No, he wasn't. He
What
predated
years
me.
would that put you at Arkansas State?
Well, I played football. I started in '86. I played '86 to '88.
What position? I mean, I knew, but say, what did you major in school?
A business major with majored in business, had a minor in real estate and insurance.
So did you think you had to start thinking about when you were in college at Arkansas State what you were going to do for your career? Had you already thought about it? Because did you think you'd be an all-American run safety or something? Did you think about your career?
Of course, every athlete thinks they're going to be all-American. And in my mind, I was, and I still am. That's what I tell everybody anyway.
But so you really weren't thinking about a career after sports or anything?
No.
Even in college?
No. I had a free agent tryout with the Dallas Cowboys, and that lasted about fast as it took me longer to get there than I had a little tryout.
What they say you too slow or what?
They didn't tell me.
They said,
They said go home.
Did they really?
Yes.
No. Did you think you had a good chance to make it?
Yeah, of course, in my mind, all athletes think they're good enough to make pro. Yes.
What did you say when they gave you the pink slip the first day?
I don't. To this day, I'm not a Cowboys fan, so I've been holding it personal since then.
I guess so. So you didn't go to any other school to play? But
No,
then what did you say? I got to find a job. What am I going to do?
So I went back to school and finished up. I was on the 5.5-year plan.
Back to Arkansas State?
Back to Arkansas State, and I finished up. In my mind, I wanted to be on. I got an entrepreneur spirit from my dad growing up in Mississippi. He was a janitor at a local church, and back then, fancy name. It's a Methodist church. We call it custodian, but he was a janitor at a church. So he started a landscaping company. So at the age of 13, 14, every Saturday morning, where I had football, track, or whatever the night before, he would tap me on the shoulders like at 4 o'clock in the morning. Say, "Get up, it's time to go." And we would stay out there from 4 o'clock till about 8 o'clock when we couldn't see anything.
Would y'all have, what town did y'all go to?
Meridian.
Okay.
It was about 10,
How
15
big is
minutes
Meridian?
outside. Meridian now probably is about, I'm guessing, probably 40, 50,000.
So it was big enough to have a good business.
Yes.
Was he the only one that had a landscaping business
To my knowledge, it was.
in that time?
To my knowledge, he was.
So this been in what year would that have been?
Let's see. I graduated high school in '84, so this was from probably 80 to 80.
Did you have
84.
any siblings or anything that worked with you?
3 sisters. No, they didn't
But you're
work
the only
in
one
there.
working the business?
Yes, I did.
Well, you know what? It's interesting you bring that up because I've had all the agriculture commissioner candidates on the show, and I've had the agriculture commissioner on every year, Rick Pate. Rick Pate came through a landscaping business here in Montgomery. Did you know that was his background?
I did not.
He owned a very successful landscaper called Rick Pate Landscaping. He had a lot of commercial accounts, and he sold that business after he got elected agriculture commissioner. But it was very big business. But what point I'm going to make is I would have John McMillan on, the agriculture commissioner, and then Rick Pate during his 8 years, and I'd ask him, I said, they'd ask what category of agriculture is the biggest? And poultry would always be number one last decade, I think, in Alabama, and maybe cattle second, forestry third. But about 10 years ago, landscaping started growing into the 4th or 5th largest agriculture. It's classified under agriculture. So a lot of good money made in this. Your dad was probably making some good money early in that thing. Was he doing commercial and residential?
Yes, he was mainly doing commercial.
So,
he had a chain of banks. I think back that time it was like People's Bank, and they had a couple of different banks that he worked for. We had probably 10, 15 yards that we did. Mainly I did it, but he told me what to do.
Now you married and live here in Montgomery, don't you?
I'm married. I live in Birmingham, actually.
That's why I see you in Birmingham all the time. I didn't realize that.
Yes.
I should have put that together. I thought maybe you up there just on business.
No, it is business. It's always business, but I live in Birmingham.
I'm not sure, but I didn't know that for sure.
Yeah. Well, when we met, I lived in Birmingham, in Montgomery. I was here for probably about 20, 25
You
years.
got an apartment here, I guess, don't you?
I own a building downtown Montgomery, right there at Court Square.
So you can stay there at night when you spend
Yes.
the night. What about, now your wife and y'all, how many children do you have?
We have 4.
4 children?
Yes, this is
We
my
no wonder you got to work so hard.
This is my second marriage, so we a blended family. She has 1 son who's a football player at Howard University. My oldest daughter lives in Little Rock, Arkansas, and my middle daughter, she works for United Airlines, and my middle son, my oldest son, Sterling, he works for the company now.
He works with you?
Yes, he was a football player at the University of Central Florida when they beat Alabama and won a national championship.
Did he start over there at Central Florida?
He played 2 years over there and had some health
Did he
health
play
issues.
the same position you did, safety?
He was middle linebacker. He's a lot bigger than I am.
Great, you getting some age? Well, you're in probably your late 50s, aren't you?
59.
I was fixing to say, I'm thinking like a young man, you know.
Thank you. I appreciate
and,
that.
you know, I guess I'm
Like you.
getting old, so I think, well, everybody knows when I met them when they were young, they stay the same age, but you don't. You got grown children.
I do.
59 years old.
Yes.
But Greg, tell everybody, you've grown your lobbying business pretty big. You got. Do you mind sharing who all some of your clients are? Is that confidential?
No, it's on
It's
state
on
ethics
record.
sites.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, so tell everybody who all you got and everything.
Currently, I think I represent about 35, 37
Good
clients.
gosh, and how many people work with you? Your son?
My son, and I got 2 other people that work for me to help me out with government affairs, and administrative team that help with the back office, tracking bills, billing, making sure we stay ethics compliant, those kind of things. So it's about 7 people on our team total.
Who all, tell us, folks, some of your biggest clients that you have.
We'll start at the top of the alphabets.
You don't mind telling because it's
No,
on your
it's public
website.
record.
I
It's
mean,
public record. You can go to Alabama State Ethics and see. No.
People got to have lobbyists helping
That's
with
right.
the government.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Still
And
tell us
unlike
about-
federal, you don't have to tell them how much your client paying you.
Does federal make them tell them how
Yes,
much?
you
Is
have
that
to disclose the amount of.
But
your
y'all don't
contract.
have to on the state
No,
level.
we don't.
But they had the federal had the exact dollar or ballpark
The
figure.
exact dollar supposedly.
In federal, you don't do any federal stuff, do you?
No, not. I'm not registered. You know, I coordinate some delegation trips with the Alabama delegation, and just kind of make sure that the clients I represent in Alabama have a voice with the local members in their districts.
Well, who all you got now? You don't have the state employees, do you?
Yes, I do.
Uh-huh.
I do.
So he has outside. You have outside counsel besides
Yes.
their own. Who does their main lobbying now that Mac's retired? Do they have anybody in house that does
Well,
it?
I'm the main guy.
That's what I'm thinking.
Cameron Espy, who
But
took
she
Mac's
she
place.
does some
yes,
governmental affairs
She does.
stuff?
She does. She leads the government affairs effort.
But they've always had you after you left full time with them. You
Yes.
stayed with them the whole time. Now Coker has state employees. He used to too.
He
didn't
used to. I'm not sure if he still does or not. I don't think so.
But now, so you'd be the only one state employees have then.
Yes, Cameron, yes.
Well, tell me who all else now. Let's see.
I represent Apple.
Apple?
Yes, I represent Blue Cross
How long
Blue
you had
Shield.
Apple?
I think I've had Apple around 14 years.
Are you the only one they have in Alabama?
Yes.
Okay, so what about the Blue Crosses?
Blue Cross.
They got a bunch of people.
They got quite a few people on their team.
Who all they got? Who all has Blue Cross?
Blue Cross, we have, I think, Derek Trotter, the Bradley team, which is Derek, Josh, and Dave Stewart. Who else? I'm not sure who all they represent.
Y'all got your lunch handed to you by Alpha this year, didn't you?
That was fun.
y'all knew that was coming, didn't you?
We knew Alpha. I tipped my hat off to Alpha. They did a great job. Pre-session time and working it, and they got a pretty good network as well.
That network.
Yes.
Helped a little bit, yeah.
Yes.
But going in, y'all felt like.
But we came away with some victories in there too. So.
Oh, good. Okay.
So
y'all got some compromises.
Yes, we did. We were able to get some compromises in there.
Okay, Blue Cross, and then who else? Then let's see.
Business BCA, Business Council of Alabama. It's city of Birmingham, Jefferson County, Birmingham
sure
Airport.
Popular, isn't he?
Yes.
You know, I was impressed with that 75% election.
That's pretty solid.
With 7 or 8 people running against him, and
Yes.
two or 3 serious. State representative
Right.
and
County commissioner.
County commissioner. Would have been strong.
Yeah. Yeah. He made a statement for sure.
That was a statement. It really was. It's hard to win with 8 people without a runoff and get 75%.
Yes.
Did you see that coming?
I did.
Polling showed that.
It did. It did.
Have you got any other cities?
I don't do any other cities. I do Jefferson County Commission and Montgomery County Commission, Montgomery Airport, Birmingham Airport, fight for HBCUs. Alabama State.
Who has
Niles
Alabama
College.
A&M? You have Alabama A&M?
No, they use Maynard with Raymond Bell.
Okay. Well, any other small ones you got that you talking
I represent the community college system.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Do they have any other outside counsel besides you and Boone? Boone's the main.
I think Fine and Getty does some things for them.
Okay. Are you bigger than Fine and Getty now?
No,
they're bigger. Still the biggest one.
They are. They are.
And do y'all ever decide who's the biggest? And Fine and Getty's the biggest, don't
Right.
they? Who'd be second to them? You think?
Whew, Fine Getty.
Drop off a good bit after Fine and Getty?
Yeah, I think Fine Getty probably pushing 75 to 80 clients. I'm just, off the top of my head, you would have Bradley.
They got a pretty big lobbying
They got
group.
a pretty good lobbying group. Got some great seasoned people.
Who all lobbies for Bradley?
Josh Blades, Dave Stewart, and recently had Derek Trotter to the team. You have them, probably Steve Wyndham.
I love Wyndham.
Oh, you got to love Steve.
I mean, he is just as sharp as a tack, isn't he?
You got to love Steve. I hate when Steve and I are on opposite sides. And
He's so straightforward.
he's straightforward and he does not quit. You can have him beat, but Steve Wyndham will not go away.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Who else he have? Was Blaine still with him?
Blaine is still with him.
Who else is over there with Wyndham?
Cooper Trent.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't think his name. He's with the. He retired from the insurance department. Reagan.
Yeah, Ingram.
Yes.
I love Wyndham.
You got to love
I've
Steve.
I've got on my list to have him and Mary on the show together. Mary's up for re-election. She's running again for a Court of Criminal Appeals job, and people don't realize what Wyndham does. Probably they'd love to see him on TV, just see him what he's doing, get caught up with him, and everything.
That's probably a great idea.
Coker's still kicking?
Coker is going or still going.
He wouldn't have as many clients as you, though, would he?
No. At one point, he did.
Why not Mississippi?
Why not? Dirt road. Growing up, it was like I was 7 or 8 years old before we had indoor plumbing, so I had an outhouse.
Greg, did you think about when you were a little boy? Did you dream about being a sports athlete? You never dreamed you'd be one of the top lobbyists in Alabama when you were 59 years old. Your little boy grew up in Mississippi, did you?
I didn't know what politics was then.
So if you're 59, what year would that make you be born?
66.
That was right in the middle of all the civil rights
was.
stuff. I was Lurleen Wallace got elected governor of Alabama that year in '66. Big governor's race. And so you were born in '66.
Yes.
Over in Wynot, and then, but you didn't really like politics, did you?
I didn't know anything about politics.
Why did you get into lobbying then? You majored in business. I skipped over that. So you get out of Arkansas State, you got a degree in business.
My first real job, and I wanted in college. I knew I wanted to work for myself because of the spirit my dad put in me. And I said, okay. And I watched him. The more yards he got, the more money he made.
Well, yeah.
And I said, I want to be in business. So I had a cousin that was in the insurance business. So throughout
in Mississippi?
Yes, in Mississippi.
In Meridian?
In Meridian. And
first cousin?
First cousin.
Older than you, I guess?
Yes, older than me. Yeah.
And so you about 23 years old, you get out of college, you say, I got to do something.
Yeah, well, in college, I knew I wanted to work for myself. But my idea of what I was going to be doing is having a chain of independent insurance agencies. That's why the manner
Somebody's already thought about that. Marsh has already thought about that. Marsh McLennan and all those.
Right.
Everything like banks.
That's right. That's right.
But you thought you were thinking that'd be a good thing to do.
For me, yes.
Pretty profitable too, I guarantee you.
Yes, I watched.
Insurance business is pretty profitable.
Yes, it is. It can be. But it's a lot of work, just like everything else.
Yeah.
So my first real job out of Arkansas State was an insurance company in Birmingham, Mutual of New York. I don't think they're still operating.
Yeah,
today.
Money's still.
Yeah. MONY.
I don't know if it is or not, but it was big. I don't think it's too big to go out of business. I think.
Yes.
It maybe still is, but yeah. So in Birmingham, so you went to Birmingham first.
That's how I ended up in Alabama.
Then how long did you stay in the insurance business?
Stayed in insurance about 3 years, and a friend of mine and I started a janitorial supply business.
Thinking about your daddy's thing.
Yeah, we sold toilet paper, cleaning floor chemicals in Birmingham, paper towels, all of that in Birmingham. So when I moved to Montgomery, I thought I was going to open up, continue a branch of it down here. I didn't know a soul when I moved to Montgomery from Birmingham.
Well, how did you happen to do that then?
Crazy.
Just you were sitting in Birmingham doing a janitorial business and decided I'm gonna do it in Montgomery?
Yeah, well, my first wife was living in Montgomery.
Okay, so that was the reason.
Yeah, she tricked me into Montgomery, and
that was really you followed your girlfriend, wife down
here. Yes, so I moved down here to do that, and and didn't know anybody here, so we kind of folded that. My partner in Birmingham bought me out, and I got back in insurance. I started selling insurance for Liberty National.
Here in Montgomery?
Here in Montgomery.
You had a debit here in Montgomery, right?
I had a debit route.
How many years did you live in Nashville?
I think about 2.
Then was that when you jumped in to go lobbying?
No, not even close. I couldn't spell lobby back then.
Well, how did you, what did you do to live in Nashville?
So I worked in the insurance business, and I worked also part-time because there wasn't a lot of money in the debit insurance where you're just going by and collecting insurance premium. So I worked part-time at UPS delivery, so loading trucks and unloading trucks from like 2 to 6 a.m. And go home, get a nap, and then go to work selling insurance. So in the industrial park, at Gunner's Industrial Park, they had a lot of other distributors, companies like UPS, FedEx. They had a Tom's Food office there. So one day I was leaving out and saw this guy loading a Tom's Food truck. So I just stopped by and said, "Hey man, are you guys hiring?" He said, "Matter of fact, I am." He said, "Right now somebody owned this franchise, and they just walked away from it and left it. So I'm the area manager, and I had claimed out here to clean it up and make sure that we still viable." And so he and I talked a little while. I said, "So you guys are hiring?" He said, "Yeah, I'll be hiring for this." And so he said, "Go inside and fill out the application." So I went inside, filled out the application. A couple of weeks later, he called me and said, "Hey, are you interested in working for Tom's Foods?" And I was like, "Yes." So
that's why I applied.
Yes, that's why I applied. So and he's like, "If you grow the business, it's a company-owned route, but you could buy the franchise, the local distributorship." So I said, "Wow, I get a chance to own my own business again."
You always wanted to do.
So back then, I had credit. I couldn't buy a piece of bubble gum with my name. So I grew the business. I got in, hustled, and went to all the Winn-Dixie stores and all of that, and grew the business. And to a point where, okay, I could make a decent living on the 33% profit that I was making then. So I borrowed money. I think it was like $25,000. So I borrowed money from family and friends and bought the little franchise for Tom's Food. Grew the business in the Montgomery, Elmore, Otago County. That was my whole franchise area. And grew the business where I had 3 trucks running, warehouse full of product. Did that for about 6 years, and got
6 years?
Yes, I got a letter from Tom's one day. Said we're no longer going to service Winn-Dixie stores. So I had like 17 Winn-Dixie stores in my territory.
Bulk of your business, bro.
Bulk of my business. 65% of my business went just like a letter with none.
No conversation?
No conversation or anything. A month later, they said we're not servicing Bruno's and Food Worlds anymore. So all I had was convenience stores and some vending machines. So, 1998, I had filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy. So back then I had a store that I was running in Montgomery Mall. It was an ice cream shop and a snack shop because it fell in line with what I was doing. So only thing I had was a snack shop. So I was working there, a lot of fasting and a lot of praying on my knees on the floor. Lord, what am I going to do? And it hit me one day to be a lobbyist.
Just used to thought of it as being like
Yeah, I knew nothing
How
about.
old were you, 30, 31 years old?
31, 32, somewhere in there. And I knew 2 people that was in politics that I met when I first moved to Montgomery. That was Quinn Riggins and Lamar Higgins. And I went to both of them and said, "Hey guys, I don't know what you guys do, but I want to do it." And Lamar took me under his wing.
So Lamar was your tutor?
Lamar was my mentor. And really miss him. So Lamar took me under his wing, introduced me to about 5 companies. All of them rejected me, except Mac MacArthur. And the last one I went to was Mac MacArthur. He introduced me to Mac MacArthur, and we hit it off. Mac's was a big sports fan. Chewed cigar, had a little glass of scotch. Sorry, Mac. Had a little glass of scotch that he sipped on. Never smoked, never seen Mac light a cigar.
No.
But he always chewed one. So Mac called me one day and said, "Greg, I don't have anything in politics. This is about a month later. I don't have anything in government affairs, but I do have something as a staff rep for the state employees in Tuscaloosa, making $18,000. I said, dude, I got a wife and kids. I can't pack up and move to Tuscaloosa for $18,000. I can hustle and make that. So then about a month later, he called and said, Greg, I got the same position. Don't have anything in government affairs in Montgomery for $25,000. So back then, I was still having my ice cream shop in the Montgomery Mall, and I was working at Walmart in the Vision Center part-time at nights and weekends. And I closed my ice cream shop, my snack shop up in the mall, and started working with state employees as a union rep, start representing state, going and trying to recruit state employees to be members and represent them in disciplinary hearings. So all of a sudden, I started watching Matlock, I started watching Perry Masons, I started watching all the old detective stuff, Kojak, and getting my strategy while I represented state employees for disciplinary hearing. And today, I'm proud to say, nobody lost their job with me representing them. Some of them got suspended for 2 or 3 days that should have been probably fired, but they were not because they had good counsel.
Good. So eventually you got in the lobby.
Yes. So the government affairs person with state employees left and started his own firm, and Mac moved me up to government affairs after a couple of years.
That's about when I met you then.
Yes.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history. Mac would take me into those meetings with Dr. Hubbard and Ginger, and I'm just a little black kid sitting in the back row, not knowing what they talking about. Couldn't put, make 1 + 1 = 2 back then. But after listening to Mac, and Mac and I would ride around all over the state, I felt like I was Hope driving Miss Daisy around. And just hear the conversations, his phone calls, and I just got absorbed in it and got the bug, and so stayed with Mac for 4 years.
He's one of my oldest friends. We talked this week.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hate to tell you this, my time's up, Greg.
Oh, man, I was just getting started.
I know, we could go another time. We'll do another day, too.
We'd love to.
Yeah, we appreciate you being with us. Folks, our guest tonight has been one of the state's top lobbyists, Greg Jones, and we appreciate him taking time out of his busy schedule to be with us, and we thank you viewers for watching Alabama Politics. Hope you tune again next week. Thank you so much.
This has been Alabama Politics with Steve Flowers, a production of Troy University Television. Opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of Troy University, its administration, faculty, staff, or students.